As an entrepreneur, I've come to learn the hard way that not all problems are worth trying to solve. So you find that if you think about entrepreneurship, this is mainly the activity whereby an individual pursues problems or opportunities which they can be able to solve or provide value within the marketplace. So you find that as an entrepreneur, you mainly focus on ideas. So you find there's a problem or you think there's an opportunity and you think of a creative idea of how you can separate yourself from the marketplace and solve this particular need or serve a particular want within the market. But what you might come to realize is that not all problems are worth trying to solve. So first of all, if the problem which you're trying to solve won't be sustainable, you might find that, yes, people have a particular type of problem, but the cost of you trying to solve that problem greatly outweighs the returns which you'll gain. So unless you want to operate as a non-profit organization, that activity or you pursuing that particular problem or business will end up finishing you in terms of your capital reserves and peace of mind. Next, you need to consider if you're the right person to solve the particular problem. So let's say you think there's a problem in relation to health. So a lot of people are unhealthy and you want to solve their problem. But you yourself, you have no background on the health industry, or rather, let's say you're not a doctor. So you can't go start treating these people. So the first thing which will happen when you try and solve that problem, you'll be the first one to be arrested. So they say you're a quack trying to solve a problem which you're not certified to approach. So that doesn't only work for the professional services, it also works in relation to other aspects of the industry. You find that you yourself, you're not equipped, or rather you don't have adequate knowledge about a particular field, but you think that field has a problem and you end up trying to solve that problem. So you might be lucky and solve it, but in most cases you'll find that it will end up being more frustrating for you as the business or rather as an entrepreneur than it was before you pursuing that particular opportunity. Next, it's also key for you to identify the market dynamics. So you can find there's a problem which you think is worth solving. So one thing you need to ask yourself is, am I the only one who's seeing this as a problem? Because you might find a lot of people have tried solving that problem and they found out the problem is really unsolvable. Or rather, the solution which you're trying to provide has been tried severally and failed. So as an entrepreneur, in most cases, your ego comes in the way and you think that you're better than most people or you have a better idea than most people had. So you find that you try and pursue, or rather chase the white elephant here. You're chasing something which eventually won't work. So yes, you'll try, commit yourself to it, but it won't work. So for you to be able to go around this, it's key for you to identify the different hypotheses and try and test them before fully committing to this particular business. So with this, you can try different things such as scenarios, try and interact with the customers, provide prototypes, and in essence, reduce the risk for your commitment for that particular venture and have a proof of concept before you're able to start. Because once you see there's adequate demand, your target market is able to meet the price which you plan on offering to sustain your business, then you can think of the next step in further pursuing your business instead of fully committing to a market before understanding the nitty-gritty dynamics and the opportunities within that particular field.